So I want to do a tarot card reading on Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj's relationship at the moment and that situation that they just had going on with Nicki talking about why she wasn't on Doja Cat's album. I'll be using my Modern Witch Tarot deck. How does Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj feel about each other right now? What does Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj's relationship look like right now? So I got the Eight of Cups in reverse. Next to that, I got the Everything is Fine, which is a card that comes with this particular deck. It also comes with the 10 of Swords as well. Then I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Cups upright, the Sword of Eights in reverse, the Two of Cups upright, and then the back of the deck is the World in reverse. Alright, so with the Eight of Cups in reverse, normally that means you're sticking it out. Upright, it's you're walking away from a situation. In reverse, you're not walking away from the situation, you're sticking around, you're sticking it out. Sometimes in a relationship, it can indicate trouble. This is an emotion card. It's also a love card. So it can mean a bit of trouble in a relationship. But at the end of the day, you want to stick it out. You want to try to work it out. So it's giving me maybe, I feel like because Nicki said something about she didn't want to do the first two songs they sent and they never sent her anything else. Like maybe she didn't like the first song, but she said, I'm going to stick it out because I have this relationship with Doja Cat. And then her team messed up again and didn't sent that second song. She didn't like it. She stuck it out. Nobody sent her anything the third time, so maybe she was trying to stick it out. When I see the Everything is Fine card come up next to it, it's still giving me the it didn't work out right, but everything is fine. It's not exactly what I wanted. The person is still being stabbed in the back. Like, you pretty much feel like, okay, it's fine, whatever, you know. Then the Three of Pentacles in reverse came up, which is a working together card. It's also the Pentacles, which is a money card. So with this, I feel like it means maybe a delay in their work, or maybe somebody is not feeling appreciated. Like maybe Nicki Minaj didn't feel appreciated. Like maybe because they didn't send that third song, which that's funny, this is a 3 card, that maybe she was feeling unappreciated in this situation. I feel like she's kind of like trying to stick it out. Everything is fine, but she still was feeling unappreciated. Like they weren't listening to me. Like she said, she wanted to be the one to be in communication with Doja instead of the team, which makes sense because I heard that Doja Cat actually has Nicki Minaj's old team, but Nicki Minaj fired that team. So I'm like, maybe there's a little bit of, you know, she didn't like the way they handle business, so she might have wanted to talk to Doja herself, like she said. Okay, now with the Ace of Cups, which came under the Eight of Cups, it's giving me, like I said, she wanted to stick it out because she truly likes Doja Cat. I feel like maybe she feels like we created something good together, or we both have similar creative mind states. But seeing these two cards together with this reading is giving me Nicki Minaj probably wanted to try her best to stick it out and deal with that team because of her feelings for Doja. Like, she probably generally likes Doja. I know a lot of people think because Doja is similar to Nicki, like, she probably doesn't like the comparisons all the time, but that doesn't mean you don't actually like the person. I feel like it's coming through that she does like Doja. That's what made her want to stick it out, even though she was not really feeling the management team. Now, next to that, I got the Eight of Swords, which sometimes can be like you're feeling trapped, but it's all in your mind. like, don't play victim, or you may feel trapped or limited, but you have to take responsibility to free yourself. So when I see that and it's under the everything, it's fine card, I feel like, and they're both technically sword cards, I kind of feel like maybe either with Doja or Nicki, like they feel like everything is fine, but this card also means, hey, everything is not fine. That's why the swords are there. You're kind of just like, whatever. And with this, I feel like, again, it's the same type of thing where you're kind of like, oh, whatever. It didn't work out. It's kind of like the don't complain unless you're going to do something about it. And I feel like this is more to Doja. Like, she hasn't been complaining, but maybe mentally she's upset because the swords are a mental card. I feel like maybe Doja might be a little bit upset that she didn't get that Nicki feature, because she does love Nicki. And I feel like it's kind of her fault. Nothing is stopping you from communicating with her. If she says it's cool, I feel like, and y'all already did a song together, I feel like that was your opportunity and she missed it. I remember seeing Doja do her live, and she was trying to explain what happened, and it does sound a little bit different than what Nicki was saying. And I think it's saying with Doja, you could have tried a little bit harder, because Nicki was trying. She's like, send me another one, send me another one. So I feel like maybe they felt like Doja wasn't trying hard enough. She just had her team on it. And that might not even be her fault. That might be her team telling her, oh, we got this. And why wouldn't she trust her team? She hired them. So I feel like a lot of confusion is coming along with this reading, that maybe, like Nicki said, if she would have just talked to Doja directly, this could have turned out completely different. Got Doja in the studio, had that kind of organic Bia thing going on where y'all could work together, run through the song options, instead of just having to keep sending Nicki something. And the card at the end of the deck is the Two of Cups upright, which is actually a positive thing, which means their relationship will be fine. Pretty much. It means a good collaboration, two people coming together to possibly be creative, two people that get along. And then pulling it with this lineup where it's like, I feel like there's genuine feelings between the two of them. It's just this situation, maybe Doja could have did a little bit better, but at the end of the day, there still should be some kind of harmony between them. This is the harmony card coming together, so that's good. And then it's underneath the Three of Pentacles. So this first business venture or second one that they had didn't pan out, but they're still good. This didn't work out, and it's a third individual involved. But if the two of them come together, they could make magic happen. I feel like that's what I'm getting from this. With this management team, Doja and Nicki involved, the coin wasn't there. They couldn't do it. But if Doja and Nicki just come together and they have that organic moment, they can do it. With the back of the deck as the World card, that also gives me plans didn't go the way you would want them to go. In relationships, maybe it's not going the way you want it to go. Sometimes this means maybe focus more on your goals. So I feel like seeing that with this reading, it's making me think like the situation just didn't go the way they wanted it to go. But at the end of the situation, they can come together and it's all love. Like, I'm pulling a lot of cups, which gives me the vibe that they care about each other, or there's some kind of emotion here. And seeing these swords is giving me some kind of mental block. Like, anything that they're thinking of is imagined or it's mental, and they probably shouldn't worry about it. But they just couldn't get the coin for this song. They couldn't come together for that song, but they will come together. Just this particular situation didn't work out the way that they probably both would have wanted it to work out. Yeah, I threw out another card, the Seven of Cups. I feel like in reverse, because this card is like a decision card, I feel like maybe like Nicki didn't like the decisions put in front of her, and it just wasn't going anywhere. And she was like, I can't do it. I can't do neither one of the songs. That's pretty much what I got from that. How does Nicki Minaj feel about Doja Cat? How does Nicki Minaj feel about Doja Cat So I got the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, I'm sorry, the Four of Wands. I have the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Justice card, and the Ten of Wands. The back of the deck gave me the Five of Wands. So with Nicki and the Four of Wands, it's giving me that Nicki probably had more expectations out of this. Like, Nicki probably was just as excited as Doja Cat was to do the collab again. But she was a little disappointed. It didn't work out the way it was supposed to, but they have an opportunity to come together again. The Four of Wands is not necessarily a negative card when it's in reverse. It just means delayed. So they'll still get to collab. She still likes her. It's just, it didn't happen right then. Pulling that Two of Cups again. It's definitely giving me Nicki likes Doja. She wants to collab. She feels like they do have some kind of creative energy together. And this card is kind of the, you know, you tried, but it didn't work out. You have time later. This is another card where things are kind of delayed. It didn't work out the way you wanted it to, but it's not necessarily negative. There's still opportunities. It just took a little bit more time. You tried. Showing that Nicki tried. It didn't work. But you guys can still come together and create something. And the Four of Cups is giving me, you might need to relax, rest, take some time to yourself. Maybe there's a little bit of disappointment. Again, a little bit of disappointment because it didn't work out the way they expected it. But at the end of the day, it's still positive. Just take your time and don't stress about it. Just relax. And I feel like that's the energy I'm getting from this, where Nicki actually really wanted to probably collab with her again, but it just didn't work out. But I don't see hard feelings in this situation. The Justice card in reverse can mean legal issues or disharmony, a team not cooperating, which kind of makes sense because maybe she feels like Doja's team messed up, like she said. Doja's team didn't cooperate. Nicki wanted to collab, but the team wasn't there. Her and Doja were ready, but that team wasn't. Their relationship is fine. I think it really is Doja's team that kind of dropped the ball. And this is a burden card. I feel like maybe Nicki feels a little burdened. Maybe the relationship she has with Doja is burdening her just a little bit. Probably because so many people, because they're a Nicki and Doja fan, they just flood her. And so it probably stresses her out. But everybody looking at her like that is burdening her probably. She's probably stressed out. I feel like it's probably putting a little bit of strain on her and Doja Cat's relationship. But at the end of the day, it's still harmonious. I feel like they can still come together. The back of the deck gave me the Five of Wands, actually. Sometimes that can mean people not being able to work together. A battle, miscommunication. Just a lot of people seem to be involved, which makes sense. Nicki wanted just her and Doja to be involved in it, and Doja's team was really involved in it. And I feel like it caused a lot of confusion for Nicki and Doja Cat. I feel like it caused a lot of confusion in their relationship, perhaps. Again, I feel like that all these people involved, that's got to be her team. Them two, they have a fine relationship. It's no problem. It's just Doja Cat's team kind of got in the way of that, which is Nicki Minaj's old team. But I love Doja, so I will work with my old team just to try to make it happen, just so we can come together and collab. So I feel like Nicki and Doja both like each other. I feel like it was really just a whole bunch of different people involved. How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? So I pulled 6 of Swords. Next to that, 10 of Cups in reverse. The 3 of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles upright under my 6 of Swords. The 8 of Swords in reverse under the 10 of Cups. And the Queen of Cups underneath that 3 of Cups. So you have a lot of cups going on, which is a good thing. Loving, caring, emotion, creativity. Then we have the Emperor in reverse, giving me a male energy around it, which is, it's making me think, yeah, management team really screwed this up. It doesn't really have anything to do with how they feel about each other. Just more so the team screwed up. All right, so with the 6 of Swords upright, that normally means that you're letting go of something, or you're letting bygones be bygones, resolving problems in a relationship. So I feel like Nicki's kind of like, it's cool. I feel like Nicki knows that was her management team, and she's kind of like, I'm gonna let this go. Now, with this one, I feel like together it's kind of like Nicki was like, it's okay, we're cool, even though it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. I feel like with this, Doja is still happy, and I feel like Nicki kind of may have even really communicated with her like, it's okay, we didn't get what we wanted, but we're still okay. Like, it was disharmonious situation, but it's all right. We'll have an opportunity again. So I feel like maybe Nicki might have even communicated with Doja at some point. I would imagine, right? Then having the Ace of Pentacles pop up underneath the 6 of Swords, it's giving me they still can come together. Like, they let this situation slide, but Doja still would love to collab with Nicki, and if they come together, they definitely would get the coin. And the aces give it a beginning, a coming together, creating. Most of the aces are some kind of creating card or having an idea, and I feel like them coming together will make them money. Just they have to let go of this one situation. I feel like that came into play. I feel like maybe they're fine. And then I have the 8 of Swords in reverse again, which, like I said, is giving me the Doja Cat vibes, where she feels disappointed, but it's like, don't play victim. Just let it go. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Nicki's cool. So with the Queen of Cups coming up at the end, is like, there's still love between them. She still cares about Nicki. I feel like both her and Nicki are both sensitive. It's just Doja has a little bit more quirkiness to her. She's more on the goofy side, but both of them seem to be caring, sensitive. I feel like the fact that it didn't work out worries Doja, but they still have an opportunity to make money together, and there's still some love there. It's just, I think Doja probably feels bad or stressed that she couldn't get it done, and especially since now everybody's talking about it. Like, they still have an opportunity to come together. Things just didn't really work out the way that you didn't come together the way you wanted it to. And with this popping up on the back of the deck, it's giving me a male energy might have been involved. I wonder, is the manager a man, or there's just somebody involved is possibly being indecisive. Maybe the management team was being overbearing. This is also like an overbearing card, like somebody that's just trying to do what they want to do and they weren't listening. So I feel like somebody's trying to do what they want to do and they weren't listening. So I feel like that's where all the problems arose. I feel like was with Doja's management team, and there's somebody's in the background making decisions which caused all that commotion to happen. I was just really curious because all the stuff going on right now. But this is only for entertainment purposes. Everything is alleged. You have a good day.